Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ash the Kangal. He's now 10 weeks old, so he's 2.5 months old. And so far, he's been awesome. I would have to say Kangal dogs are super awesome. He is incredibly smart, which almost be, you got to be careful because if they're this smart, you got to make sure that you're engaging them a lot. And one of the things we've been doing with him is that for name training, we initially started with just giving him treats, getting his attention and focus, saying his name. When he looks at you in the eye, you give him the treat, and just repeating. Now we're starting to do where we hide behind, like, well, it's winter here, but you basically play hide and seek with him. And when you say his name and he comes, then that's how we've been training him to recognize his name better, and it's working really good. Ash, good boy, sit. Attaboy. Where's your treats? Oh, crap. There you go. Good boy. Attaboy. You did good, buddy. You did good, buddy. Quick story. Try and keep it quick, but, we weren't really sure what he was actually going to be like because he's a little bit more, I don't say timid, but we really weren't sure what he would be like as a Kangal, but we took him to a dog park yesterday just to kind of start socializing with him. We haven't exposed him to any other dogs outside of his mom and his litter, but it was kind of nerve-wracking in a way because just hopefully a dog's not going to thrash your dog. But so I took him in, and I don't really recommend dog parks, to be perfectly honest, just because you don't know who the hell you're dealing with, and we're really trying to train him so that he's as obedient as possible. And there's so many dogs that just are they're just so untrained, and it's not the best environment to take your dog to for the first time. But so we got there, and right away he was confronted by a really large poodle and some other dog, and he was backed right into the corner right off the bat. And I was just so concerned for him that he was just in a hey, okay, good boy. Just so concerned that he was in a bad spot right away. But holy crap, did the Kangal ever come out in him? I mean, he it's hard to say, he's 10 weeks old, but man, did he ever stand his ground. He was ready to get it on with this dog, and he showed him who is alpha, and that blew me away. We were worried about him maybe being too passive, but wow, that was just no concerns now. I mean, he showed alpha when he wanted to, and he was reserved. He was ready to do what he needed to do to protect himself, but he didn't engage in like aggravating the dog further. And the dog was super hyper. I mean, it had no control, which made the situation bad because the dog was just so out of control. But he handled himself really well. After that, the dog didn't bother him, and for such a small dog, I mean, wow, it was crazy to see. So I mean, the Kangal is strong in this one. But aside from that, another time, just today actually, I was taking him he had to go pee because we're driving to the dog, or to an off-leash area to kind of get him around some other dogs. And I had to take him to go pee before we even got there, and we were up at this parking lot, and there was some guy who was just coming up to me. So I was walking him just like this and trying to get him to go pee, and some guy came up to me asking me if I had jumper cables to jump his car and that, so he needed a boost. But Ash was because he wasn't sure that I wasn't sure, I didn't know what this guy was going to do. He just started walking up to me, and it was really cool to see. I mean, he was right there watching the guy, and the whole time he was just kept keeping an eye on the guy, and he was relatively close. He didn't really go too far, kept his just kept his eye on it. And it was really cool to see that guarding intuition. Hey. So just to let you guys know, I'm just lightly poking him for correction. So we want to make sure the objects that that could hurt him, like this little plastic thing that my kids left, that he's going to start to learn boundaries, and just not start to pick up anything that can hurt him. But going back to the story, yeah, Kangals are instinctive. They're super cool. His recall is actually pretty good. It's not flawless right now, but he's only 10 weeks old. But I don't want to take the instinct out of him. I just want to make sure that he's well behaved, and when he needs to do what he needs to do, just let him do it. So hopefully that helps, guys. Ash the Kangal's got more videos coming up. He's only 10 weeks old, so there's lots to go. So hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.